Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about this discrete time LTI systems characterized by linear constant coefficient difference equation. So in the last unit, that is in the unit 3, we have discussed about this continuous time LTI system characterized by differential equation. So here we are going to see discrete time system characterized by the difference equation. Similar to that previous one, here we are going to find out the transfer function, that is h of e power j omega, that is the transfer function of the system and the impulse response of the system. So if you want to find this transfer function, that is h of e power j omega, so you need to find out the output by input, that is y of e power j omega divided by x of e power j omega. So in order to separate these terms, what you need to do is you need to apply the transform for this. So here we have this, as we are discussing DTFT, I am going to use DTFT for finding the h of e power j omega. Then in order to convert to h of n, here I am going to use inverse DTFT. Okay, so in this manner we are going to proceed. So we are going to find the h of e power j omega and h of n, that is the impulse response of the system. Okay, so this is what similar to the differential equation, but here we are going to use the difference equation. Remaining procedure and all same here. Okay, so now we will discuss about the few problems related to this. Now see this problem. Given they have given the difference equation, characterization of a discrete time system, that is y of n minus 1 by 4 y of n minus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2 x of n. We need to find the frequency response of the system, and then we need to determine the impulse response of the system. So as we have discussed in differential equation, so we have find out the transfer function of the system, which is nothing but y of s by x of s. Okay, similarly, because there we have applied Laplace transform. If you applied Fourier transform, what you will get is you will get y of j omega divided by x of j omega. Okay, either you will get like this. Okay, that depends upon the whether you are using the Laplace transform or Fourier transform. Okay, so here this is the transfer function. So in this case, if you are representing this in terms of frequency, okay, so in this manner. Okay, so this is nothing but the frequency response of the system. The transfer function will become the frequency response. In this case, here this is in terms of omega, so we can tell this as h of we can write it as h of j omega, and this is this case is said to be the transfer function of the system. Okay, so you need to know the difference between the transfer function and the frequency response. So this is h of s's transfer function. If this transfer function is written in terms of frequency, it is known as the frequency response of the system. Okay, now here we are going to find out the frequency response of the system. Because we are going to apply DTFT, you will get in terms of only y of e power, that is in terms of e of g, that is e power j omega. Now here what we are going to do is we are going to apply DTFT. Applying DTFT similar to that Laplace transform. Here what I will get is, here I will get y of e power j omega, here minus 1 by 4, that is here shifting y of n minus n naught. You can write it in terms of x of n minus n naught, right? If I am having x of n minus n naught, what I will have in frequency domain, I will have e power minus j omega n, that is in here the n is 1, so e power minus j omega into y of e power j omega, y of e power j omega, which is equal to 1 by 2 x of e power j omega. So this is what you will get after applying DTFT. Okay, after applying DTFT, I am getting like this. Now I need to group in this manner, so I am grouping all because this is in here you are having y of n one side and x of n one side, so I am grouping directly. So y of e power j omega 1 minus 1 by 4 e power j minus j omega which is equal to 1 by 2 x of e power j omega. Okay, now writing in this in terms of that is the frequency response. So what we will get is h of e power j omega equal to y of e power j omega divided by x of e power j omega 1 by 2 1 by 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 e power minus j omega. Okay, so h of e power j omega I am grouping, I am obtaining 1 by 2 1 minus 1 by 4 e power minus j omega. So now we have obtained the frequency response of the system. Okay, so here and we need to find the inverse Fourier, that is inverse DTFT. Okay, so in this case here how we need to find the inverse DTFT is, so here 1 by 2 is constant, have as such. So now here I am going to have minus 1, what I will have, what I am getting is my 1 minus 1 by 4 e power minus j omega. Okay, so we have already know that here some formula, that is we have discussed in you are familiar with this formula, just I will show you now. So see this formula here, for x of n 1 by 8 the whole power u of n, right? So when you are applying, what you are getting, 1 minus that is 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 8 e power minus j omega, that is a of n u of n, that is dtft is 1 minus 1 by 1 minus a e power minus j omega. So this is the formula. So a is 1 by 8. So here what I am getting is, when I apply this, I am getting 1 minus a e power minus j omega. So using this formula, so here a of n u of n, that is dtft is 1 minus a e power minus j omega. So here 1 by 2, instead of a what I am having is 1 by 4 the whole power n into u of n. So here the inverse dtft for this is 1 by 2 1 by 4 the whole power n into u of n. So mostly you will get in this form, so just remember this formula. Okay, so this is what the procedure to find the frequency response. This is the impulse response of the system. Okay, hope you have understand this problem. Okay, so and then we will discuss about the second another problem. Here they have given y of n minus 3 by 4. Now see this problem, find the response of the discrete time system y of n minus 3 by 4 y of n minus 1 plus 1 by 8 y of n minus 2, which is equal to x of n. Here x of n minus 1 by 2 x of n minus 1 for an input x of n using DTFT. So what you need to find is, you need to find the response y of n. Output is nothing but the y of n is the output of the system, and this is nothing but the response. Okay, we will name this as a response. Okay, now here in order to find whatever it may be, so first the thing is you need to apply the DTFT. Okay, so here how will you find y of n? First you need to separate this in terms of y of e power j omega and x of e power j omega. Then only you can apply this x of n input, you can find y of e power j omega, and the relation you know is h of e power j omega is equal to y of e power j omega into x of e power j omega. So what you need to find is, you need to find y of e power j omega, which is equal to h of e power j omega into x of e power j omega. So this is what you need to find it. So from this you need to find h of e power j omega. From the given x of n, you are going to find x of e power j omega, then you are going to multiply and you are going to find y of e power j omega. So you need to find y of n. So after finding inverse DTFT, we are going to find y of n. Okay, so here first I am going to find out h of e power j omega. So applying DTFT. Okay, so for this difference equation, so what I will get is y of e power j omega minus 3 by 4 here e power minus j omega into y of e power j omega plus 1 by 8 e power minus j2 omega into y of e power j omega, which is equal to x of e power j omega minus 1 by 2 e power minus j omega into x of e power j omega. So this is what I will get it. Okay, now you group this y of e power j omega into 1 minus 3 by 4 e power minus j omega plus 1 by 8 e power minus j2 omega, which is equal to x of e power j omega into 1 minus 1 by 2 e power minus j omega. Okay, so this is what the after grouping I will get. Then I will apply I'm going to find out alone this y of e power j omega. So here group after grouping, this is what you will get it. So here in this denominator you can factor two terms, minus 3 by 4 1 by 8. So I am getting this factor. So these two terms are same, so I am cancelling this. So getting h of e power j omega is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4 e power minus j omega. The step you need to find is the response. So here y of e power j omega you need to find it. So h of e power j omega into x of e power j omega. So here you need to find x of e power j omega. So you given is what x of n which is equal to 1 by 2 the whole power n into u of n. So you know that the dtft for this is 1 minus 1 by 2 e power minus j omega. So now here multiplying this y of e power j omega is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4 e power minus j omega into 1 minus 1 by 2 e power minus j omega. Okay, so this is what you will get it. Now here if I want to find y of n, I can apply this formula directly. Okay, so but here it is in the product term, right? So it is in product. So what I need to do is I need to convert into summation so that I can apply this formula separately. So using partial fractions, okay, I am going to apply this. Okay, so when I apply the partial fraction, this can be written as y of e power j omega can be written as a by 1 minus 1 by 4 e power minus j omega plus b by 1 minus 1 by 2 e power j omega. So you need to solve this using partial fraction. So solving this using this partial fraction, you will get a equal to minus 1 and b equal to 2. Okay, similar to that we will substitute, right, for a value of x. The same procedure here, instead of x I am going to substitute for e power minus j omega. So this is what I am getting now. Y of e power j omega equal to substituting a and b value. So if we need to find out y of n, so I have to apply inverse dtft. Okay, dtft. So applying inverse dtft, you know the formula, a power n u of n is 1 by 1 minus a e power minus j omega. So applying this 2 into 1 by 1, sorry, y of n is equal to 2 into, here instead of a I am having 1 by 2 the whole power n into u of n minus 1 by 4 the whole power n into u of n. So this is the formula I'm using in order to obtain the results. So finally the y of n is equal to 2 into 1 by 2 the whole power n u of n minus 1 by 4 the whole power n into u of n. So here you need to find the inverse dft of this x of e power j omega. So you need to find x of n. So here in order to apply this formula, here I need to split this term using this finding the product of this term. Here I am getting minus 5 by 6 and 1 by 6. Okay, so the terms I am getting is minus 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 2. So I have written in this. So then the next step is I need to split this term. So if I want to split this term, I need to apply the partial fraction. So I have written in this manner. applying partial fractions. You know, if you are already familiar with this partial fraction, so I am not explaining this. Okay, so applying partial fraction, that is here I need to find out a and b. So first I am applying e power minus j omega equal to 2, then I am applying e power minus j omega equal to 3. So applying this, I am getting the value of a and b as a equal to minus 15 and b equal to 20. So here x of e power j omega equal to minus 15 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3 e power minus j omega. A value is minus 15 plus b value is 20 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2 e power minus j omega. Okay, now I am getting in the form of a n u of n 1 by 1 minus a e power minus j omega. So applying inverse dtft, you am getting x of n is equal to minus 15, a is 1 by 3 the whole power n u of n plus 20 into 1 by 2 the whole power n u of n. So in this manner I have solved this. So I have find out the x of n. Okay, listen. So here I have given 4 problems. You have to solve these 4 problems, and I will post this answer after you have solved it for testing the answer. So consider a discrete LTI causal system with an impulse response h of n, h1 of n equal to 1 by 4 n u of n they have given, and this system is connected with another system whose impulse response is h2 of n. So what they have given is, there is one system with the impulse response h1 of n, and there is another system with the impulse response h2 of n. Okay, so these systems are connected in cascade. Okay, and the output here, the total output h of e power j omega is given. So you need to find the overall impulse response, the total impulse response of the system by h of n, and you need to find h2 of n. Okay, so here what they have given is, they have given h of e power j omega. So from this you need to find h of n. How you find x of n is by taking inverse dtft. You have to find h of n. So this is what the overall impulse response, and you need to find h2 of n separately. So you know that this h of e power j omega is nothing but the cascade of h of 1 and h2 of n. So it is nothing but h1 of e power j omega into h2 of e power j omega. That is cascade. Cascade means you need to multiply the two frequency response of the system. Okay, so here if we want to find out this, so what you need to find, you need to find h2 of n. So you need to know h2 of e power j omega. So h2 of e power j omega can be written as h of e power j omega divided by h1 of e power j omega. You know h of e power j omega, and you know that is here you need to right, correct only, correct. Okay, h1 of e power j omega, from this you need to find h1 of e power j omega. So then divide these two terms and find h2 of e power j omega, then take inverse dtft to find this h2 of n. Okay, so what is the step you need to do is, h of e power j omega, you need to find h of n. This is the first step. Then you know h of e power j omega is equal to h1 of e power j omega, h2 of e power j omega. So from this you need to find h2 of e power j omega. From the given you need to find h1 of e power j omega. Then you take inverse dft to find h2 of n. Okay. The second problem, a discrete LTI system is represented by this difference equation. Find the impulse response and unit step response. Okay, so here in order to find impulse response, you will find h of e power j omega from this equation. Then you will find the h of n. Okay, so now you need to find the step response. In this case, how will you find the step response is, here their input the response is impulse, that input is impulse, so here you will obtain the impulse response of the system. Here in this case the response is an unit step, so you need to find the a unit step response. Okay, so first step it is easy, directly you can take inverse dtft to find this h of n. So in the second step what we need to do is, instead of this x of n you need to substitute u of n. Okay, you need to substitute u of n, then you need to find out the unit step response. You need to find out y of e power j omega. Okay, so you need to find y of e power j omega. After that what you need to find is, you need to find out y of n, so that you do by taking inverse dtft. Okay, so this is what the procedure. Okay, so the next sum is, given a discrete time system, x of n is given, they asked to determine these things. So you know, directly obtain x of e power j omega from this one by applying the formula. Okay, then taking the magnitude response, you know how to take magnitude response and the phase response. Similarly here you need to do the applying Parseval's relation, you need to find this integration formula. Here you know the Parseval relation, that is summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity magnitude of x of n the whole square is equal to this one, right? So if you want to find this, you can easily use this to find it. So instead of finding this, you can find out, because you know this x of n values, right? So you can find it. So this is the value. How will you find this? This is the del of n plus 2. The plus 2 implies n is equal to minus 2. This is the value, but that is n is equal to minus 2. N is equal to minus 1, you are having this. N is equal to plus 1, you are having this 0.2 value. N is equal to 2, I am having 0.4. So taking all these values, squaring and summing, I will get this equivalent. Okay, so this is what the procedure to find this problem. The next problem is, a discrete LTI system is represented by h of e power j omega. Find the difference equation. Okay, this problem we have done in case of discrete, that is continuous time LTI system. So what you need to do is, you do need to do it in a reverse process. So you need to find h of e power j omega, which is equal to y of e power j omega divided by x of e power j omega. Then you have to take this answer, that is 1 by 2 e power minus j omega minus 1 by 8 e power minus j2 omega. You need to cross multiply it, so you will get an in terms of this equation. So what you will get is, so you will get this in this form. Okay, then you have to apply inverse DFT and you have to get it in this form. Okay, so this is what the procedure for solving this one. Okay, so you solve this and I will post you the answer today evening. Okay, and you check your answers. Okay, thank you.